Unforgettable, you were Joe like Chappelle show. Unforgettable, you were Joe like Chappelle show. My millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready? 54 right. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. 6-man.
A first down throw for Brissett. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
They've got good playmakers. You know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. Vikings. big play there. His second first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Brissett. This one complete to Smallwood. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They run, Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. It's third and long for Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chambers. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And some space here. The 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Dancing to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across. Midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a give running right, it's Cook.
You ain't doing nothing right.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing, Brissett. This one complete to Smallwood. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Chambers. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Ball back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops it. Looking to throw. Schilling.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener. Adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Allen now on first down. Flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Allen to throw it. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Schilling. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Brissett on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. From the red zone now, Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel
another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He juked him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And a penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Schilling. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence happening. he's shaking a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Boyce, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To throw, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. 2nd and 1. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Brissett. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. To throw is Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. First down, Brissett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. George Kittle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Schilling. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Ready? And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incomplete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Packers. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,